Hello and all that good stuff, no time to waste, Zesty Angry today. Welcome to today's video series, whatever. Let's argue, where I talk about hot takes and whether I agree with them, you agree with them, and all the good things. You guys left some of that morning coffee hot takes yesterday. Cause gosh darn, those were as hot as Kratos from God of War 2. Starting with our first hot take from Yalisker. God of War 2018 is a bad God of War game. I've seen this argument being thrown around for Resident Evil 4 and how it's a bad Resident Evil game because it changed the formula so drastically, but really for God of War 2018 I don't see that. I mean, don't get me wrong, the formula switch is massive, but some of the core gameplay mechanics kinda remained. Especially with them giving us the blades back, it's still God of War, just different. Not a bad God of War game in my opinion. It's my third favorite in the franchise. Next we have a hot take from Per as saying Kratos dying and Atreus taking the throne makes sense and I'll be fine with it. Now let me start. God of War is Kratos and Kratos is God of War. Let me first talk about the business side of all this that you want. God of War is selling like hotcakes for Sony. They can't, and I mean C-A-N-T, can't kill Kratos, the money folder. Even if you think Kratos dying makes sense after all he's been through, it wouldn't be a good business move, cause let's get to reality here. All this passion that goes into God of War does have a business side, and that is called making money, aka making a living, so yeah. At the end of the day, you gotta face it, it's just business. Like, they have to make money and stuff. I know you love the game, but they do have to make money. They too love the game, but they have to make money. Now that the business side is out the way, I would like to ask you why. I mean, I get it if you haven't played the older games, but if you did, you would never say this. Kratos is the most iconic character in gaming in my opinion. And in God of War 4, we saw him finding himself with Atreus. Why would you want him to die? I don't get it. This literally feels like a new arc for Kratos. Why would you want him to die? I don't know. Next is Alex saying God of War 2 is fucking boring, in which... how? Story-wise, the game builds itself from the start to finish and ends on the craziest cliffhanger I've seen in any media. Combat-wise, the game is much better than God of War 1. Platforming, locations, and puzzle-wise, the game is great. It's an upgrade from every single corner when compared to its predecessor, God of War 1. I don't know exactly how it's boring. Up next is Hamza Olympus saying, God of War 1 is effortlessly the best game in the series. The map, oh my fucking god, Pandora's Temple. The music, Pregnant Jesus. And Minecraft porn. The gameplay, also the concept with the whole the gods help you throughout the game thing. I love the first game so much, I literally hold the world record for speedrunning it, in which I checked he does not. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm sorry, I actually searched again and went into his most popular videos and he does have the world record. Oh my god, I'm very sorry. And honestly, I see where he's coming from. God of War 1 is one hell of a ride from start to finish and is a game I still play. In fact, the only God of War game I like playing without New Game Plus is God of War 1 for some reason. I see what he means. The level design is awesome, the enemies, bosses, music, locations, and a lot of great speedrunning strats does make it a very good game. Totally understandable. Have a nice day. Next hot take by 8-But Sideways, Nipplheim was the best realm in God of War 2018. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we all know he's talking about the realm where Kratos' nipples get sensitive in, so no need to go in depth about it. I guess he's kind of right. The realm of nipple pinching? Okay, no, for real, he means Niflheim. And I'm kind of lost here. What is it you like here? Maybe the eerie sense of the place? I guess. Not really. I don't know, I literally like nothing in this place. Fuck Niflheim, sorry. Up next we have Alan FN saying Spear of Destiny better than Barbarian Hammer. And he is absolutely correct. Not being able to roll with the hammer kinda made me hate it, and the spear just has better moves overall. I love how you can use it as a shotgun. Next we have Cartavia Jane saying God of War 4 combat is very fun and fluid in my opinion, unlike what some other people say like Under the Mayo. Now I gotta say, I never agreed with like 70% of the things Mayo said about the game. This video shows the proof to that. Overall, he is known as the guy with the hottest cupcakes, hottest takes in the world of gaming. But he did have some solid points about the combat being RPG and all. And I gotta say, I do agree with you here and not him. He claimed the combat does not reward the player, and here I am asking, how, my dude? I mean, landing the Executioner's Cleave in itself is a reward. Took this long to land it. Thank you for landing it, sir. Lifting an enemy and pinning him to the wall with the axe, your reward is that. You just killed that enemy. And a lot of other stuff that I didn't understand, like the camera issue. The camera could have been better, don't get me wrong. but it's not the worst thing in the world in God of War 2018. I don't know, man. Let's just stop talking about this. It was a long time ago where he made that critique. I don't know. Next, by our good old friend, the Midgard Chronicler. He's a YouTuber, a fellow friend and Spartan of the God of War community, and I know what hot take he's talking about here. We did discuss it in private, but sorry, Mid. Hold this L. Because guys, his hot take took it too far. It went past the 9 realms and deep into the Shadow Realm. He wants Kratos to have hair! Hey! Listen here, Mr. Mid. What do you think this is? I have mouths to feed. I have 7 children I have to feed every day. And you come around and decide to just post your opinion online? You think that's okay? Listen here. I know we're friends. I considered you as family at some point, but this one you crossed the line with, Mid, and it's unacceptable. No one agrees. Ratio L, Mid, kinda mid though. Our next hot take by Apex Alpha saying, I can't replay God of War 4. It's an amazing game, but part of what makes the old ones replayable is they are not 20 hours long. I replayed the old games dozens of times, but I have never replayed God of War 2018. Okay, I kinda see where he's coming from here. I too hate how games are going forward. It takes longer to make them, and they drag out, sometimes for stupid reasons. For me, I have no problem. I love replaying God of War 2018, but I do fix it my own way. For example, I have a manual save that helps me skip the first Freya section, because it drags out and is very slow. And another manual save that helps me skipping this whole 15 minutes of walking with Freya. It's a shitty way to save time, but hey, what can I say? I also can't wait to see God of War Ragnarok, and I'm also kind of worried about it. These 40 hours they speak of have to be absolutely filled with content and not any content. They really have to go all out like God of War 3. As for Apex Alpha's hot take, I agree. I replay God of War 1, 2, 3 way more than 4. He's kinda right here. Next hot take by Henry Sarson saying, hot take, we need God of War to go back to the hack and slash genre. It fitted the epic story way more than the action RPG we have now. And I'm gonna have to come in and say I don't agree. Shocking. Crazy, right? Zesty does not agree to go back to the old genre, huh? But hear me out. If you've watched my channel, you know I'm a dick rider for the old God of War games. But I do really think that the change that was done wasn't all that bad. Change is not always bad. We simply don't want to face it sometimes. This formula right now is good. Just needs refinement around the edges. Remove walkie-talkies, don't drag out, add more variety to the combat. I will talk about what I want changed in God of War Ragnarok in a separate video, so let's keep it to that. I don't want to go so in depth about this take, but just know that this change was kinda necessary. I mean, you have Devil May Cry staying the same, which is fine. I mean, the fans are built around this combat type and all that. It just created that genre. You know, Devil May Cry is different. I don't know how God of War would have turned out if it stayed the same formula. I mean, I would have loved it, but I kind of feel like this change is very unique and beautiful. I don't know. It's like there's not a single other game that I can play and enjoy like God of War 4, like, you know, in the same realm of God of War 4. None. Not a single one. But anyways, now I didn't want this video to drag out. There are some more hot takes left and I might make them in a next video, but for now this is gonna be it for today's video. Only leave a hot take when I say so, because if you leave one now, I might not screenshot it and stuff, so only leave a hot take when I say so in a video. For example, yesterday's top 5 where I said it at the end. Leave a hot take in the comments about God of War. Just keep it simple. Whenever I say leave a hot take, just leave a hot take and I'll screen it and I make a video about it next time, okay? It's been your Stream Gamer Zesty. Peace.